Hey water signs, it's Ruby. I hope you guys are doing great. All right, so this is going to be for water signs, sun, moon, rising, Venus. If you have any Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio in your chart, or the future title of this resonates for you, then this reading could be for you for the full moon in Libra on April 12th, okay? Now, just remember, though, that timing is fluid, so you could be seeing this reading later, and the messages in this reading could still be relevant for you in some way. This is a general collective reading, so just remember that everything that I say may not totally resonate with you. Just keep what's yours and leave the rest, and remember that energy can be vice versa or interchangeable. Blah, I say that 3 times. All right, so also, guys, I am doing private readings right now. Please see my information in the description box. If you are interested, or if you just like to say hi, you can do that too. I appreciate all your comments. Thank you guys so much for everyone who has said nice things to me. I really appreciate it. We're going to be getting a card from the Rose Oracle to start for you guys, water signs. Coming in for water signs or cross watcher, the reunion. Ooh, soul recognition, collaboration, partnership, friends, and you guys, I got reunion again. It was stuck to it. I thought it was just the reunion. So we have a reunion. So I feel like this is like, I don't really know this deck very well, but I feel like this is really heavy ancestrally guided. We'll see what the book says. But this is sacred union, beloved within inner and outer relationships. So this could very much be a twin flame reading, or this is, we'll see, because you can have inner union within your own inner, monadic union, right? Divine feminine, divine masculine energy, okay? So we'll see what these say, but I mean, to have the 2 union cards together is pretty crazy. So first we're going to read the one that was on the front, which is the reunion, okay? See, the reunion is the first one. Okay. All right. So soul recognition, collaboration, partnership, and friendship. This current period in history has been spoken of by mystics through the ages, and you chose to incarnate right in the middle of it. You didn't do it alone. We came here in waves and with joint soul missions. You were never meant to walk this life alone. It's time to come back together. To remember that we're not in competition. Rather, we hold keys for each other. This is the way of the rose, to bloom bravely regardless of what others are doing, and to not be threatened when others do this alongside of you. The rose doesn't open and close according to who's walking by. She reveals her beauty to the world without waver. You're here to do that too. There are people who are at a soul level, there are people who at a soul level chose to walk alongside you. But for them to find you, you must first let them see you. Reveal yourself to the world. Open your heart and mind to collaboration rather than competition. So many of us, particularly those who identify as women, have learned to be mistrustful of one another as if we're in competition. This card comes with a message of collaborations, partnerships, and friendships, a confirmation that one or more people are entering your life, or it could be a sign that you're being called to co-create on a project with someone you already know. Decide to bloom together. I love that. So this can be feminine energy, this can be friendships. This is people, and I just heard the phrase, we're all just walking each other home. So like that phrase where it was saying we have keys for each other, that's kind of what I'm getting off of this. This is not about competing. This is about coming together and, discovering what the key that person has for you in your life and embracing what that is, and embracing what all of us has to offer and our own individual beauty. And it's kind of beautiful energy. But in doing that, it's going to bring in the sacred union. All right, so I'll get that one out next. All right, so relationships are how we grow. They cradle and stretch us through connection and division, love and hurt, compassion and separation. They invite us to return again and again to the most important relationship we'll ever have, the one with ourself, the sacred union that's been waiting within. Ancient mystery teachings whisper secrets of sacred unions. So Eros Gamos in early Christian mysticism and Kabbalah, sexual alchemy in ancient Egyptian teachings, and Yap Yum, father-mother, in Tibetan Buddhism. We're familiar with mystic couples such as Isis and Osiris, but we each have the sacred masculine and feminine within. And sacred union through external relationship is always an invitation to deepen the union within. Every relationship can be seen as an invitation to deepen connection with the beloved within, even our most challenging relationships, especially the most challenging ones. The sacred union isn't just about you and another. It's returning to yourself. And when we return to ourselves, we also return to humanity as a whole. Maybe you're being invited to grow through relationships. Maybe you feel like you're being tested or stretched or find yourself longing for something external. This is an invitation to deepen the connection within, to embrace yourself fully, and to treat yourself like the most precious person on the planet. The more embraced you feel, the easier it is to embrace others. So I had a friend send me a video earlier today that was just about, it was about divine feminine coming into self-union, but it's through the love of the self. It's through understanding that these dynamics, twin flame, soulmate, all of that are all about the gift of the journey to remember that this is an awakening for you, for your own soul's benefit, for your soul growth, and for the union within. And you get to a place where within these relationships, you have been carrying a burden. Okay? If you resonate as divine feminine, you've been carrying a burden, the burden of hope, the burden of waiting, the burden of a lot energetically. And there comes a point where the burden has to be dropped. Because what you realize is that this was never meant to be a burden that you were supposed to hold on to by yourself. It was a burden that was always supposed to be shared. And you taking it on yourself was you not choosing you. And all of these other people and all of these other soul contracts have been along this path and are walking you home to that realization within yourself. Right? So it's not just these contracts that you have with this love interest or this twin flame, as you would call it, or soulmate, whoever they may be on your path, but it's also the karmic lessons that we've learned that have all taught us along this path to choose ourselves every place along the way. All right? And that's what you're doing, because you're coming into sacred union and you don't feel the same as you did. You don't feel like you need to wait. You don't feel like you're tied to having to be in constant contact with this person. You are able to understand that you found you, and none of it really matters anymore when it comes to what's showing up on the physical, the 3D. It's not the same. And you're liberated from it. You're disconnecting from the need to, and that's Libran, so that's what you're coming into. You're liberating yourself by being able to disconnect yourself and understanding and trusting in the divine plan. I can't make it up. You're possibly seeing this through visions. It could be a prophetic vision in nature, or it could serve as symbolism. So that's what we're talking about here. Okay? Because when I say reunion, and if you're on the twin flame journey and you're divine feminine, you're like, oh, is this person coming back in? It's not what it's about. It's not what it's about. And if you're in that place still, that's okay. You'll get there. You will get there if you just keep going and you trust in the divine plan. But it's about getting to that particular place that we want to be. So let's see how you're showing up here as a character card for my water signs, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. You're showing up as clergy energy. So you're showing up as sacred mission. You are showing up in sacred union, in reunion with you. Exactly. You are showing compassion for yourself. You're turning to the light. You're turning to the light. That's what I just heard. You're not worrying about someone giving to you because you're giving to you. And it's really coming in strongly with this energy here. Can you give me an overall card, please, for water signs? Oh my God. There you are. Look at you. Remember, there's no gender in tarot, okay? You're giving to yourself. You don't need anything. You're creating new beginnings with you. Remember the Ace of Wands? First of all, that's a yes card, so it's confirming what I just said. But anywho, the Ace of Wands is also like what the magician uses, right? It's like you're creating your own reality, and it's abundant. It's beautiful. And they're just showing me, they're telling me about the rose. This is pentacle energy, but it's sunflowers, right? And you're allowing that beauty to be as it is. You don't feel a need to prove anything to anybody else, right? And you have the vision. You have the vision here. So give me a little bit more about this Ace of Wands, Nine of Pentacles. It's beautiful. You're creating everything you could ever want. They're showing me the hummingbirds. Oh my God. Okay, so we have lovers. Again, this is very high twin flame energy. This is Gemini energy here, and this is Taurus, Libra energy here. You are the Empress. Okay, you are coming into union within yourself, which will create this person to come towards you. You're not doing this because you're trying to create this person to come towards you, because that's not the energy for this to actually come in. It is part of your sacred mission that this comes together, because what they're telling me right now is that there is something that is sacred mission related that you are meant to do with this person as part of this. Oh my God, I just looked on the bottom. That's it. You're building together. You're cooperating together. You're creating together. There's something you're supposed to create, something tangible, because this is pentacle energy. You're supposed to rebuild. Yes, this is for the good of all of humanity. Yeah, and you're helping people work through their own pain, their own suffering, okay? It's about moving forward and transforming that energy, okay? So this is about endings and new beginnings. This is about transformational type energy. Yes, you know this. You are on your sacred mission. I can't see it any other way. You're receiving messages. You're receiving downloads from Spirit during this time. All right. Okay, and they're like, oh, and by the way, this person's going to come in with a love offer and it's going to be part of this. But guys, I urge you to remember what I'm saying right now, that is not the purpose of this sacred union. It is a manifestation of you coming into your own union within you, and then that's how it comes in, okay? All right. Let's get a couple message cards. I have made peace with my past, and I am working on bringing balance into our connection, because that's what happens. So guys, when you disconnect and you liberate yourself, what it's doing is it's changing the energy here, right? So let's use this as an example here. So this is divine masculine, this is divine feminine, this is receiving energy, this is chasing energy, okay? So this is you guys as a soul, all right? Upon soul awakening, you guys have been in your belief of differences here, like two soul type energy. When you come into sacred union, this is how you are internally, right? You're no longer trying to chase, because when you chase, they run, right? As you disconnect, as you liberate yourself, this is what happens. You are in receiving energy. You're not trying to say like, oh, I'm never going to be with this person, or I'm blocking you, or whatever. It's all about the energy, and it's not about rejection. It's not about what you see in the physical. It's all about alchemizing the energy, standing in your sovereignty, and allowing it to come in. When you get into that place of full union within you, you're allowing the energy to come in and change, okay? And that is what's coming in because you've done your work and because you've authentically moved forward within yourself. So congratulations, you have reunion within you, and you have a sacred union that has been activated or will be activated during this time. Okay, so that's what I have for you guys. Congratulations if this is your reading, water signs. Please check out any other placements you have, and I will be back for the next reading. Bye.
So I'll rest within the silence, your presence my disguise. For in the dark there's always light in your ember.